Hi, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for January 20th to 26th. So, excuse me. My guides showed me you hovering over a little plant, and it's in the earth and it's just starting to grow, and you're watering it, and you're very delighted, and you're almost childlike with it. And it's very bright green and beautiful. Don't see any flowers on it yet. But what they're showing me, or what they're telling me, is that you have gone through a lot of changes within the last few years. And it may have been in one area, but I feel like it's in many areas. I feel like it's across the board, because as it started to shift in one area, it started to move into others. And what shifted was you started realizing that you didn't like certain things, that you were better than certain things, that you did not want to be treated in a certain way. You didn't want to be, not just you didn't want to be treated in a certain way, you didn't want to be in a particular kind of energy anymore. And you were willing to change that. And you actually took some concrete steps to do that. Now, what has happened is you've discovered a side of yourself that kind of dared to dream about something bigger than the life you had just kind of gone into and gotten through. And so several years ago, it's like you planted a seed, just a little seed. And gradually, as the energy around you became less contracted, it gave life to this seed, this idea that you planted. And now you are actively in the process of watering that seed, but you're watering it with your feelings. You're watering it with your imagination. You're watering it with now what feels like a real possibility to actually do this. And it's quite exciting, because what I'm seeing here is intuition, grace, good morning mirror, all these cards that are saying, so you've got two cards of intuition, okay? So I'm going to read them to you, because what the guides are also saying is, Aquarius, you are so very in tune with higher energy if you wish to be. You don't always wish to be. Sometimes you like to keep your head down, but it's time to continue this opening up that you've done. You no longer are stuck in the kind of responsibility that has locked you in. You are now in a position where you see the world slightly differently. You see yourself differently. You are now able to respond. And that's the difference. You're not just dreaming, you're able to respond. So responsibility, it's, of course, perhaps you don't have the same kind of responsibility because you've changed things in your life. And that's why now you are able to respond differently. But keep in mind, the reason you are is because you did respond differently in the first place. You didn't just carry this burden that other people were putting on you all the time, or the energy that other people were forcing around you. You took steps to change it. And you are on a power move, my loves. You are really in a position where you are really looking at life differently, where you're looking in the mirror and you're saying, what do I want? How do I want this day to go? And what the guides are saying here is, you've got intuition twice, okay? But they said this even before the cards came up. Think of the world around you, energy, people, places, things, as being in conversation with you. Be on the lookout for messages and synchronicities. Expect them to happen. Acknowledge anything that might be a message and act as though they are real. Say thank you, okay? They want you to start really paying attention. Ask for guidance from your angels, from your guides, from whoever you believe in, directly from God. However you want to do this, they're really encouraging you to tap into other dimensions in order to feel this guidance. They've already been working with you. They've been speaking in your ear, getting you to move. For some of you, very directly, it's been your loved ones, your passed over loved ones, okay? Because for some of you, that's the only connection you've been able to make, is to think of them as opposed to a nameless guide. But your guides are there too. Your angels are very much there too. Intuition. Intuition is the means through which the universe and your higher conscious mind dialogues with you, keeping you linked to your place in the flow of life. It guides you towards your place of purpose, love, and fulfillment. And that's the other thing, okay? This is something else they were saying. Fulfillment doesn't have to be, and purpose doesn't have to be saving the world. Purpose is where you are fulfilled. If you're fulfilled having an antique store and being surrounded by these beautiful collectibles and helping people find things that enrich their lives, perfect. It might be, you know, it might be raising a family and doing it with love and with commitment and fulfillment. Again, it's where's your fulfillment? That's the thing, is that when we carry responsibility and we don't, and we get stuck in situations where we have to play out responsibilities because we've committed to them in a way where now either morally or legally we're obliged, we can lose sight of what we desire because it feels too painful and it feels too far beyond what is possible. But what you're being told here is, for some of you, you're already on the way. For a lot of you, you are already on the way, because it really is the time for Aquarius. It's a time for all of us too, but Aquarius especially, you're really on ticking up in terms of where you can go and what you can do. So please be aware of the fact that when you stay in touch with what you really want, and let yourself question it, let yourself speak it. What would be your dream? You don't have to necessarily know how it's going to be there, but let yourself not worry. Worry is just another face of fear. Let yourself look at what you're being guided to in terms of what is the world saying to you? What are you looking at? What messages and synchronicities are coming to you saying, yes, go for it? You know, I was questioning something myself, and I literally asked my guides a very specific, direct question. And today I got an email from a total stranger that completely and totally confirmed exactly the answer to my question. You don't know where it's going to come from. Ask and be open to it. Let yourself dream. You are watering a plant with your imagination, but not just with your imagination, with your joy, with your delight at the possibility of what it could be. Remember, purpose is not bigger than your fulfillment. Purpose comes in your fulfillment. Okay? So look for that. Allow yourself to understand and feel how much you have expanded. That's really important. Take stock of where you've come. And I'm hearing this right now. Pay attention to where you've come from so that you can really honor and own how much things have changed for you and the ways in which they have changed for you in terms of your life, but also in terms of your perception of yourself. That allowed those changes to happen, and then the feelings about yourself that resulted from having made those changes. Okay? You've always been guided. Pay attention, and you will be aware of where that guidance is leading you more quickly and more easily. Okay? It's all there. Take care, Aquarius. If you care to like, share, subscribe, comment, all of it is appreciated. And I will probably be back next week. Take care.